I asked him, I said, Sheikh, what happens when you're praying and you're just not in the mood to pray? You're just not feeling it. And I was kind of embarrassed to ask, but as soon as I asked, all the other students put their pencils down. They're like, so sometimes like we all have problems, and that's okay. Like, you're human, I'm human, right? But we have to seek remedies for these problems. So I asked him, I said, what happens if I want to pray? I'm praying, but I'm just not like feeling it. The khushu is not there. Like, I'm barely hanging on. I'll never forget his answer. He said, this prayer, the prayer where you force yourself to get up and pray, might be the most sincere prayer that can be offered. I was shocked. I was like, because he kind of has an accent. So I was like, did I understand him correctly? And then I go, Sheikh, I said, I think I misheard you, Sheikh. I said, did you just say it's sincere? And he goes, yes, of course. I said, Sheikh, I'm not understanding. Can you help me understand? Because I don't understand. He said, to get up and pray when you don't feel any motivation to pray is truly worshiping Allah. It's the truth. That's why when you pray after Allah has given you what you've been making dua for, that's a really sincere prayer. One of my teachers, Sheikh Akram, he said, when you get up and pray in the absence of that motivation, you are worshiping Allah. He said, we don't worship feelings, we worship Allah. You don't worship your feeling. You don't say, okay, I feel like I want to pray, I'm going to pray. No, he goes, you worship Allah. You pray even if you have no motivation to pray. You get up, you make wudu, the water is cold, there's people, you're in public, it's not comfortable, it's not ideal, the carpet smells, you do it. So anytime you're listening to a khutbah and you can't understand, or anytime you're in a masjid and you're like, man, or anytime you're in a situation that it's not fitting you perfectly, remember that your worship of Allah in that moment is the most sincere worship.